What's going on, everybody? You back rocking with your boy Sweet Science. You're on the air. Subscribe to the channel, beat the like button up. Make sure you hit the bell icon for all your post notifications. We gonna talk about it. So I want to talk about a fight that is very well possible. And I think more than likely going to happen at some point. And by the looks of it, from what the two fighters are saying, although I don't think either one of the two fighters really get to have control of who they fight next, and that being Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan Garcia, I think tonight, actually, is going to be facing Luke Campbell, a guy from, I believe he's from the UK. But I like Luke Campbell, from what I've seen of him. I know he lost to Loma. He lost to someone else. But from what I've seen of him, he's got room to grow. And he's kind of fierce. Like, I don't see fear in him. So he kind of reminds me of a warrior, and I like seeing that in fighters. So I like Luke Campbell. He's kind of rangy. He's a little bit taller, sort of like Ryan Garcia. I don't know which one of them is taller, but Ryan Garcia won't be able to really use his height and length on a Luke Campbell. So it's really going to be a battle of skill and will and heart and determination. You know what I'm saying? Because the body dynamics are pretty much the same. So I don't like the fact that, Ryan Garcia has that fight coming up tonight, and, he's bringing up Tank. I don't know if it's clout chasing. I don't know if he really means it. You know what I'm saying? And even if he really means it, I don't know if Oscar De La Hoya lets that fight happen next. But he says he wants Tank in the event that he beats Luke Campbell. And Tank, I don't think he has a fight lined up right now, so we'd be able to make that happen. Well, let me not say we, like I'm on either of the teams, but we would be able to see that. But I still don't think that it's time for Ryan Garcia. I think out of the four at that weight class that are pretty much the most dominant, and I'll even, I'll say five. I'll keep Vasil Lomachenko in there, but we know what it is. So out of the younger ones, though, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, and who is the other guy? Gervonta Tank Davis. I can't remember the other guy right now, but I know it's four. Oh, shit. Wow. Excuse me. Devin fucking Haney, you dumbass. Anyway, and Devin Haney. So them four: Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Devin Haney. Out of everybody at that weight class, I think Ryan Garcia he's at the bottom of the totem pole. I definitely think Teofimo Lopez is more of a dangerous fighter than Ryan Garcia. I definitely think Devin Haney is more of a dangerous fighter than Ryan Garcia. And I for damn sure know that Gervonta Tank Davis is a more dangerous fighter than Ryan Garcia. So, I mean, if they make the fight next, that is cool. I'm fine with that. That's great for boxing. That'll be tremendous for boxing, actually, if they make that fight next. It's just, man, I don't see Ryan Garcia making it out of that fight. I think he gets knocked out for sure. They used to try to say that Tank is fat, Tank gets gassed. When you actually have to watch Tank do some of the things he does, like when he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, he kind of walked like a mummy, like Frankenstein, for that instant. But a lot of people said that, they talked about how he had his hands like that because he had them up, he looked like a mummy. So he had his hands up, but he did that to entice Leo Santa Cruz to throw that straight right, that he was actually connecting on Gervonta Davis a lot during that fight. But he did that to entice him to throw that right, and Leo Santa Cruz did. He hit Gervonta once with it. This is right before the knockout. And Gervonta stayed in mummy form. He hit Gervonta a second time with it, and he stayed in mummy form. He came with his hands out still the third time, and when he went to throw the straight right for that third time, watch the replay on that knockout. When he went to throw the straight right for the third time, that was when Gervonta came under it with that uppercut that he was hitting Leo Santa Cruz with, or he hits a lot of his opponents with a lot of the time. So I've never seen him land it like that. But yeah, man, that was precision punching and just the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. Because really, you got to think, like, you know, they said that Santa Cruz. What I didn't like is how people tried to trash Santa Cruz. You know, after he lost, they try to trash him or downplay him in a lot of ways. He wasn't that good, blah, blah, blah. But this is a guy who had 30-plus wins with one loss. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we know that he didn't fight Gary Russell Jr., and it seemed like he dug that smoke. But other than that, Leo Santa Cruz was not no bum. This was not no tune-up fight. And for the people who also talked about Gervonta Tank Davis for fighting Leo Santa Cruz is the one who challenged and called out Gervonta Tank Davis. So, you know, that wasn't Gervonta picking on anyone. What type of shit is that? Leo Santa Cruz asked for that fight, and he got what he asked for. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that Devin Haney is the most skilled out of the four. And I think that Teofimo Lopez's head is a little bit big. He's getting a little bit too big for his britches. I feel like, yeah, he beat Lomachenko, and Lomachenko was, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Lomachenko was a bit of a hype job. I'm not saying Lomachenko didn't have skills. I am not saying Lomachenko didn't and doesn't have skills. You know what I'm saying? But he was a hype job. They erased his loss to Orlando Salido all the time. You know what I'm saying? And acted like it was an error, and they made a mistake. So they erased his loss to Orlando Salido all the time. This is a guy who was getting gifted fights, not the outcome of the fights, but gifted fights for faster positioning. The way they moved him along and strategically picked opponents for Vasyl Lomachenko till he dared to be great, or was cornered to fight young Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And he lost. He came up short. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he said that before the fight he was in 100% shape. He had no injuries, and then he said he had injuries after the fight, and he blamed it on a whole bunch of stuff, which I don't see people plaguing him about, you know, all of the excuses that he's making. So, you know, at that weight class, I definitely think that Gervonta Davis is the top of the totem pole, and Ryan Garcia is the lowest of the totem pole. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez have a better chance of beating Gervonta Tank Davis than Ryan Garcia does. Ryan has speed, but I don't think that he's any stronger than Leo Santa Cruz was. I don't think he's any stronger than Leo Santa Cruz is. Faster, possibly. You know what I'm saying? But what you see a motherfucker do on the punching equipment doesn't always equate to the fight. You know what I'm saying? What you always see somebody do on Instagram doesn't necessarily mean that it won't either, but it doesn't necessarily mean that'll pertain to the fight. So, you know, Ryan Garcia, I feel like he has a lot more development to go than the rest of those guys. And on top of that, Tank's been in there. I said Frank. Tank has been in there with better competition than Ryan Garcia. Even like Ryan Garcia's Fonseca knockout. Tank knocked that dude out a while ago. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think it's a little premature for Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy to be focusing on Gervonta Tank Davis, calling it the Oscar De La Hoya Floyd Mayweather 2, because actually it's not. I don't think Floyd ever had a chance to knock Oscar De La Hoya the fuck out at any point of their careers. If they fought at any point of their careers, I don't think Floyd had a chance of knocking Oscar De La Hoya the fuck out. I really believe that Gervonta Davis has a great chance, and more than likely probably will, because we haven't seen Ryan Garcia's chin really get tested by a heavy hitter. So I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis 100% has the fucking capability of knocking Ryan Garcia the fuck out. And more than likely, in 12 rounds, he's going to catch you. He's going to find you with something big in 12 rounds. And I just don't think Ryan Garcia will be able to take that. I think he gets knocked the fuck out by Tank. So it's not Floyd versus Oscar Part 2. It's Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. And Gervonta Tank Davis knocks Ryan Garcia the fuck out. You heard that here. For sure, Sweet Science 702. But anyway, man, leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Again, smash the like button. Beat the like button up. Subscribe. And I'm out, man. Yeah, definitely Tank. I'm out.